From John, what's your favorite Tomlinson moment? Mine was either when I found he was seriously arguing with a troll account based on his toilet, or when I saw that he gave serious replies to someone who texted him Wookiee noises. Okay, so I don't want to. I really do want to cover him and a few other people, right? So I don't want to get too into it. Um, but I, honest to God, like I'd heard a bunch about him, all the stalker children, you're going to prison shit, the tough guy attitude, his litigious nature, him thinking he's a top dog, and all this shit. Um, I did not fully fucking understand or even comprehend or grasp how funny, how funny the entire court saga with him and his bullies were. When he decided to sue, I can't remember the guy's name. Again, I'm very new to this. I'm not even pretending I'm not. But when he decided to sue the guy that he did, and basically ONA forums, and the fact that basically the trolls had like worked their way in to feed him false information to put in his lawsuit to sink it, like that there was so much involved in that, and that he made such an ass of himself, and he wasn't expecting it, and to find himself in a position where the people that make fun of him, that he was going to sue and teach a lesson to, he ended up having to pay, what was it, like $80,000? The initial judgment was what, 30 or 40? And then because of all the additional fees and taxes and interest and him dodging shit, it got up to like 80 grand. But the idea that he got tricked by his bullies into having to pay them $80,000 is the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard. And the fact that even after it happened, he is still out there chiding people, telling them that they're stalker children and that they're going to prison. That is the best shit it's fucking masterful. God, I wish I could remember the name of the channel that I watched. They put together like an AI voice documentary on like all of his shit. And I'm watching along the first couple parts, like, oh yeah, I've heard of this stuff, and it's kind of funny. And then it got to that, and I was like, holy shit. I had no idea that he got fucked that hard. He like, it's legitimately, he's one of the people that's been fucked on the internet probably harder than anybody else. That's what makes it so amusing. And he he can't take the L. He just keeps it going. Or, what might be funny too is when he got caught on, like, didn't he release a home video of him saying that his stuff was being vandalized, but when you look at the videotape, it's basically just him. It's him faking a hate crime against himself. It's his fat, slobby ass writing shit on his own motorcycle. Like he knows where the camera placement and the yard lights are. Or the fact, oh my God, you're going to get me talking about this. Or the fact that he was running an Airbnb when he was claiming he was swatted 800 times. Like, how the fuck are you renting out an Airbnb if, like, your guests are getting swatted? It doesn't make sense. Okay, I got to stop, or we'll be here too long. Oh, God damn, man. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? You know what I'm going to find this picture. Actually, I've got the perfect picture to sum up his life. it's a perfect image. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, so we're talking about like Tomlinson. If I had to sum him up based on the whole adventure with the ONA and the lawsuit and the 80 grand thing, it literally is this. This is literally him. This news article is literally him. This is literally it. School bully, not so tough since being molested. That is literally him. That would be how I would describe it. That would be it. It's such an awful image. The thought of somebody putting that in a newspaper, but that is him. That is him. That is his life. That sums up all his misadventures almost perfectly. It's a just perfect summation of him and his stupid shit. Oh my God. Okay, that's a terrible image. Jim, how could you put such an image up? What a terrible thing to do. Hey Jim, loved when you and Porcelain had a chat about Mersh a few years back. Any chance you guys could do it again for his upcoming documentary on that that idiot, Patrick Tomlinson? I know he's doing one about it, and I think he's asked, or other people have. Like with the Mersh thing, I did have a lot of fun doing that, don't get me wrong. But with Tomlinson, like, I'm still so very new to it, I'd feel like I'd fuck it up. Like he had to kind of explain, like I knew merch stuff, but he had to explain like lore to me. But like with Tomlinson, outside of one or two things, I've had to learn like everything, and I did that through, was it Cryptic web series? I'm not sure who it was, but somebody put together a really fucking great like documentary series that covered a ton of it. But I feel like I still don't know enough. Like he's again being forced to pay your bullies is the funniest fucking thing I've ever encountered. How he lives that down, how he's not driven off the internet in shame over that, I will never know. But he's still out there chiding people. It's just he just doesn't give a fuck. It's kind of remarkable, to be honest. You'd think he'd be like, I got it. Fuck, I call it quits at this point.